Live from San Antonio, Texas, this is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh, man. I want to thank everybody that came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Great turn. How many tickets you end up selling?
I got several $100s in cash in my wallet.
I thought it was a really
I
good
sold
amount.
20 at least.
I thought so.
At least, yeah.
I thought so because most people bought 2.
Yeah, and some people went ahead and just bought them online. I'm like,
after we set up a pop-up.
You won't buy them online.
No.
But I show up, then you buy them online. That's fine.
LG's been putting
That's
the
fine.
QR code up there for 3 weeks, maybe longer, maybe a month
They just
now.
wanted to see us in person.
They wanted to see us in person. So, yeah, a couple people show up, and they're like, oh, I just bought it online. Like, oh, you mean you did what we've been asking you to do?
So this is the money I made yesterday. Well, the Salvation Army. There's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20. Yeah, $220. And like 4 people bought tickets went ahead
online.
Online.
Well, there's the QR code.
That's pretty good.
There's the QR
There it
code
is.
that LG had the good people over at the Salvation Army make larger
Yep.
for y'all.
Yep.
But they just wanted to see us in person.
I appreciate that.
Me too.
So thanks everybody.
I had a good time.
I'm working on a couple of more actually.
Little
pop-ups.
What, like next week, right?
Yeah, we got to get these tickets sold. Our sponsors are great. The turnout for barbecue teams is great, and our ticket sales are down. But that's the way it is every year at this time.
We'll walk uptown.
I know.
We'll walk uptown.
So walk up to me next week when I tell you here. I'm working on a location for the next little pop-up ticket sale for the barbecue. Yesterday we were on the north side at Texas Cheer Liquor, number 6. Next week, we're going to do one. I'm pretty confident. It's just a matter of solidifying the locale. I've got 2 people interested. I'm going to do one of them next week and one the next week after that. And then
pop-ups?
Yeah.
With sausage wraps?
Well, I mean,
kidding,
and that's
I'm
up,
kidding. That's a whole
that's
other
up
thing.
to
That
the
was
grace of Ed Bermea
and his
and
wife.
Yoli. Yeah, Ed and Yoli. They came out yesterday and set up right out front of Texas Cheer Liquor.
Started barbecuing.
License schmeisens. I mean, who cares, right?
Well, see, this is the thing about that. If you're not in Boerne, no one cares. Now, when Renee, Big Boss Renee, would do that in Boerne because there's another liquor store over there, she ratted Renee out. And
Of course they did.
Like it's a liquor store, and they had the food people come over there and shut down the food truck that was giving away free tacos to the people that came to the remote for the anniversary.
We're out here cooking for a charity.
Yeah.
And you're gonna come shut us down.
Yeah, when people wouldn't shut them down. See, in Bernie they was hating.
Bernie's different.
There was a young lady. There's a lady out there that has her own liquor store, and Renee's took some of her money.
Sure.
So, like since when do the
She didn't
food
want the
people,
competition.
when do the food people even go to a liquor store?
I have no idea.
Ask any liquor store owner. Like, I keep in mind, I've been doing remotes with Amon for years.
Yeah.
And he always gives out tacos. No problem. No food people come.
Yeah,
Nobody
no one cares.
gives a shit. Go out to Boerne, out to Cordier Ranch, where you got $1 million homes, and you stealing from the person that's been selling booze for years, and next thing you know, you get ratted out.
I want to tread lightly on criticizing Bernie, but I know what you mean.
I'm just talking about the liquor store owner. I'm not talking about Bernie as a whole.
No, it's a thing in Bernie.
Oh no,
They
shout
roll
out to
different.
Bernie.
A lot of Bernieites they roll different up there.
I don't know. I don't spend any time in Bernie, so I can't judge
beautiful
them.
little town. It's a great place to hang for a weekend. I know business owners in that town. I mean, Renee lives there. My boss at Texas Cheer Liquor. So this is a general statement.
Well, I'm not. This is the thoughts and views are those of Mike Taylor. And Mike Taylor.
That's fine, and it is.
I'm just talking about the liquor store.
It is well known that Bernie is a different town.
What's different mean? If you're gonna go there, go there.
Well, there's a racist quotient there. There's no question about that, and that's unfortunate for people that are not racist that live in Bernie. The dick quotient in that town is the highest in the area. It just is. As I tread lightly here, half the people in Bernie, Texas, are fucking assholes. There you go. You got it out of me.
I can't say that. I've never spent. Only time I'm in Bernie.
Yeah.
Is if I'm doing a Bernie champion high school football game or if I'm at Texas Cheer Liquor number 5.
And I know,
so I can't judge Bernie.
No.
I don't spend any time there.
It's a generality.
Okay.
And there are those that want to keep Bernie back, and then there are those that want to progress Bernie, but then there's those that don't want to.
Yeah.
Like I know guys that own radio stations up there that are the nicest cats on the planet.
There's radio stations.
There's
in
a
Bernie?
couple. Yeah,
Oh.
there's a couple. Well, there's one major one, and he does all the high school games.
What, 117.7?
What is it? I don't remember. Bernie Radio, 92 something / they have like 2 dials, I want to say. Really cool guy. And I know a guy, the owner, one of the co-owners of the Kindle Inn up there is a longtime one of my best friends. So I'm not trashing the city, but they have an asshole quotient up there. And my buddies that live up there and work up there and own businesses up there, they admit it. It's true. There's a lot of pushback from that people that have lived there for a long time don't want it to be anything more than it has been. But man, they're putting a brand new HEB up there that's supposed to be like the best HEB in the country.
The city always catches up to you.
Sure,
There's
a Buc-ee's about to open up right off of I-10 right there in Bernie. It's beautiful. People want to live there. There's a demand. People want to go there and spend money there, and that means that you're going to have to face the change.
I can't afford the property taxes, so I'm good.
So all that to be said, we didn't have to worry about no licenses or no up the street Karens yesterday.
But people were walking by looking like, "What is going on? And why is there sausage wraps?"
We're having a
there?
cookout. You want to buy some? You want a sausage wrap and buy some tickets, and we sold a bunch. We made some money.
And then a black
yesterday.
guy's out there smoking a cigar. It doesn't make it any better.
Well, that's
And then Sprouts is next door.
I love Sprouts.
They're coming out with their cauliflower rice, and here we are with sausage wraps.
Hey man, cauliflower rice is good.
Don't do this.
If you put the right stuff in it.
Mike.
You don't like cauliflower rice?
No, like
it's not as good.
When people try to do, these are cauliflower chicken nuggets. No, that's cauliflower.
No, I'm not eating that.
Or you know what my wife has made me once? The cauliflower pizza crust. Like,
It's fine. It's not the best.
It's not the same.
No, it's fine.
But it's not supposed to be. When you're dieting, you don't diet for taste. You diet for results.
Exactly. Regular pizza's good, but it's horrible for you.
Right.
Cauliflower bread pizza is not very good, but it's plant-based, and you feel better about yourself when you go to bed, and you don't fart as much. Well, cauliflower does make you fart.
I should just starve myself. Hey, and shout out to LG's neighborhood. When I pulled up, his brush was being taken, and the couch was being taken, and you took my spot so you wouldn't block his brush, but it's gone.
I was just about to text you to tell you to park in the driveway.
Well, no, it was when I pulled up. What is it? Is it brush?
Bulky.
Bulky. The bulky was at the next door. They had already gotten LG stuff.
Yeah, we heard him coming. I'm like, oh shit, let me tell Rudy not to. We were going to tell you, hey, don't park in front of the
gone.
stuff.
Only reason why I did is because it was
the
gone.
truck. Okay, cool. So are you in the driveway? Oh no, it was already gone when you got here.
Gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Bulky's gone. The leather couch is gone. I almost took it home.
Did
3
you give away a
days
couch?
It was supposed to be
You
3
put
days.
a couch out there?
It was
Not
supposed to
LG.
be Monday. They're 2 days late.
It was his neighbor. Put
No,
out
I
the
had
leather
I had a
couch.
dresser, a
Yeah.
leather ottoman. I had a coffee table, all pretty much new that I didn't want anymore. And yeah, the scavengers got that the first night at like 2 a.m.
Scavengers. There's got to be a better word for that.
Did you put that?
Scavenger sounds like an outlaw.
Well, that's what they are. They're scavengers.
No, they're not outlaws though. Scavenger's just a bad word.
That's what they are.
They're collectors. They're junk collectors.
And I think they like being called
Junkers?
scavengers.
I mean,
Junkers. I'd rather be called the junker than
I like
a scavenger.
scavenger better. They're
Sounds like,
scavenging.
sounds like a homeless drug addict. Scavenger.
Hey, LG, I noticed you didn't put that truck extender out there.
No, because that's
You could get
that
money
costs
for that.
Yeah. Anybody got a Tundra or F-150? Need a bed extender?
Well,
How much you want for it, LG? Let's put it out there.
$200. It's $350.
That's a deal.
Brand new.
very good.
That's a deal.
Unused.
Good.
Jason Hughes, I did as well. I went carbless pretty much for like a year, Jason Hughes, and my type 2 is full remission as well. I don't know if remission is the right word because that's for cancer, but yeah, my type 2 numbers are fantastic, so I agree with you. He said he reversed his type 2 with the carnivore diet, which basically means all meat, fats here and there, but you're not really eating the carbs. Probably staying less than 100 a day.
It's the same old thing, man. You want to stay in decent shape? Move your ass.
I don't want to be on insulin.
Don't eat like
I wasn't
shit.
I wasn't going to spend my life on insulin. If you're on insulin and it works for you, I'm not knocking you. I didn't want to be on insulin, so I was like, forget this. I'll just change my diet.
Some folks have conditions and they need supplements.
Right.
They
I'm
need
not
shots.
knocking them. I didn't want that.
I'm not
I didn't want the
talking about
metformin.
that.
I didn't want the Ozempic. I didn't want insulin, especially when I know I can fix it.
Yeah.
That's me.
Correct.
Not knocking
if
anybody.
you can fix it yourself, you should.
Right.
If you do need help, that's fine.
Yeah,
because
not
some people
knocking
have
it.
conditions.
Not knocking it.
But the old-fashioned way is to move your ass, quit
eat
eating
better.
like garbage,
Right.
drink less, and have sex.
Yeah, that too.
Yes.
That helps.
No bullshit. Again.
That helps.
All right. I think I come off as the horn dog of this show often.
Well,
and
when I
I
was
am,
out
I
of
admit
town-
that.
when I was
But
out of
have
town,
a,
I was
have a
bad.
healthy view of sex.
I was bad when I was out of town.
What do you mean? Spanking it 3 times a
No,
day?
I was just like, damn, I'm ready to go home. And you were like,
Oh,
you need
yeah.
to get home, remember?
Yeah, that's right. You can't go too long without getting some quality pizza. Not cauliflower.
I just want to enjoy this last 20 years because I don't know when it's going to go away.
Right. You need some rose petal pizza, if you know what
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
often as you can. All right. So that's it.
It tastes like Fiji.
Right. Shout out to Bernie and all the Bernie Karens and the racist assholes and the dicks.
Is that
They've
really
got problem,
is that Bernie's?
Rudy.
Is
If
that
you went
really
up there
their?
and spent 7 days in a row, you come back thinking, God damn, what year is it up there? 1981? There's an old school feel up there that, it's just, they're assholes. Damn. There's a lot of assholes in that.
I didn't like Horseshoe Bay. I didn't like Marble Falls.
Well, that's more of a resort getaway.
Well, I didn't like
right?
Marble
Weekend
Falls. Well, I'm
assholes
talking about
coming
I
in.
didn't like Marble Falls. I didn't care for
As
it.
a town?
No.
How long were you there?
Long enough. Long enough to know that it was time to get back to San Antonio.
Interesting. I can only imagine. We close at 5.
Yeah.
It's 4:52.
These-
Well, sorry, we turned the ovens off already.
Hey, like you said in life, these here is whites only pies.
Okay. We ain't got no chocolate pie left. And I know
I'm
y'all
kidding.
probably don't eat healthy pie.
Shout out to Marble Falls. Let me shut up, man.
A beautiful little Texas hill
shut up.
country town. I
Yeah.
love Marble Falls. Now, I don't know shit about it other than every time I drive through, I think it's pretty and cute.
Yeah.
I've fished in that river. I've slept along the riverbank. I've spent a night, I've not spent like time in that town. I'm a city boy. I don't mind the country, but I've never lived what's the smallest town you've lived in? Tyler? That's 100,000.
Yeah, and every time I was in Tyler, because I would go for Thanksgiving, my mom would say when I be ready, because as soon as I get there, cousins are there, they got the weed. She knows what's going down.
Very good.
She knows. And
Yeah.
she's like, you're not in San Antonio.
Right. So
You know what I mean?
What's
Like-
that mean? Don't act a fool.
That means
Get home before
that
dark.
means if you do some dumb shit, your ass is going to jail.
Yeah, you're not
And
going to
it's
get
not
off.
gonna be it's not gonna be like ain't no hey, oh
Yeah.
Rudy J from R&R in the morning?
Yeah.
Are you Rudy J from Sports? It ain't none of that shit in Tyler.
You don't get to pop up
Ain't that shit.
and make sausage in public without a license.
Your ass is going to jail. She always tell every time I would leave that door.
Yeah.
Not in San Antonio. Remember where you at?
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
That's crazy. I would rather
Tyler, though.
I would rather live in a giant city like this one or a town like Tyler. It's the I could never do suburbia. Like I could never live in
What's suburbia?
Stone Oak.
Really? Well, I wouldn't do Stone Oak because I'm not giving $12,000 taxes and my neighbor can smell my fart.
There's
Shout out to Stone Oak, not knocking you.
No, I'm just saying that's not. I can't. That's just. this is talking about me now.
Right.
I could either live in the middle of a massive city, or in a town the size of Tyler. You know, I could live in a beach town that was small for sure. But
you've done it, and that what Hawaii was. Okay.
Well, basically, yeah. I like the rogue way the fuck out in the country, or in the middle of the city. It's those outer suburbs. I don't know. It's just the grass is too green. All the streets are clean. All the buildings are the same, like to code. Everything's to code. The bushes are the exact same length. I don't thrive. I need some dirt in my life.
Yeah.
And that's just something about me, by the way, because I'm weird. I'm a little quirky. I need some dirt. I can't not have dirt. When you can be too clean for me, and it gets too homogenized or something. I don't want to live in a hospital or a resort. I need some dirt. Anyway. I'm working on the second location, and we'll discuss it.
Shout out to everybody that came out.
All right. Appreciate that very much. All right. The Spurs fart hard last night. Spurs. And do what they do. They play well. They're competitive. They fight. Wemby didn't play well. He didn't make shots.
3 for 13.
Kyrie Irving had it. They held Luka in check. Luka didn't have a good night. Kyrie went ape shit. Dallas beat San Antonio by 7-8 last night.
Did you hear from your bro?
No, shockingly enough.
You didn't hear even when Kyrie hit the left-handed buzzer beater?
He probably feels sorry for me because we had a bet. Remember, I told him we have a bet. My brother and I bet $100 that the Spurs would win 35 games.
Oh shit! Did you already send it?
No. I'm sending it at the season when the season's over.
Mike,
he's got to wait.
69
games.
It was
a bet for the season.
There's only 13 left. They have 15 wins. That's 28.
I'm not made the concession call.
Money.
I've not made this concession call.
It's simple math. Send that man his money.
No, it was rigged. It was rigged. We're gonna recount the charge. If I could just find 17 more wins. Can you find me 17 more wins? Find me 17 more wins.
There's only 13 games left. Pay that man.
Geez. So that's what the Spurs do. They play hard and they're competitive, and that's great. And yay, let's get the season over and let's get into the summer, which I anticipate to be very, 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 very ruthless. You wanted to make a point today.
I didn't want to make a point. I just wanted to say what I wanted to say. I'm not making a point. I'm not hating.
No, you can make a point without hating. You want to make a declaration. You have something you want to say.
Well,
with regards to who you think is the best player in the league?
Not the best player in the league. The age-old question.
Rudy would not start a team with Wemby right now.
I would start it with Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Some people may go Joker. Some people may go Giannis. Most sane people would go with Wemby. The reason I'm going Anthony Edwards, I feel like he's a dog. I don't know if Wemby's a dog. I don't know. I won't know if he's a dog until they're competitive. When they're competitive and they're playing for playoff, seeds and playing in playoff games. I know he's super talented. I know he's something out of this world. I know he's from Mars. Mm-hmm. He may be AI for all we know. But I feel like Anthony's a dog. I don't know if Wemby's a dog. And Anthony Edwards is 6'8". He's that prototype height and build that we've seen dominate the NBA. He's that Giannis build. He's when you look of what LeBron did, even the most hated Kawhi, that 6'7", 6'8", can be point forward.
I love that guy.
Can play both ways.
Not Kawhi, but that particular guy.
Yeah, can play both ways. Can shoot the three. Can shoot the fadeaway. Can shoot the elbow. Can get to the paint. Can get to the free throw line. Anthony Edwards checks all those boxes, and he's marketable, and his teammates love him, and he puts on a show, and he's must-see TV, and he probably has the dunk of the year last night or a couple nights ago over that John Collins kid. So if I was starting the team today, most people would go Wemby, and I'm not going to argue with that. Rudy J, Rudy Johnson, me. I'm starting my team with Anthony Edwards.
Interesting. But he's only 22, too.
Yeah. You?
That's a good question. I mean, like everyone's
Today,
free. Everyone's a free agent.
You're the Marble Falls.
Yeah, Nikola Jokic.
Really?
Yeah. Then Anthony Edwards. Not
He
LeBron.
ain't
Not
6'4",
LeBron
Matt.
because
You sound crazy.
Not LeBron because he's 39.
Right.
But I would start my team with Jokic because he's not old yet. And then probably Anthony Edwards. Here's what I need to see on Anthony Edwards. I'm not disagreeing with you.
He says 6'4" on his bio, but he looks 6'8".
I'm not disagreeing. Hell, he plays 6'8".
Right.
I'm not disagreeing with you when you say he's a dog. Let's see where he's at in mid-May, late May. If his team's still playing and he's fucking balling in the playoffs, even if when they get eliminated, I'm not saying he has to win a title. I'm not one of those rings or nothing guys.
I'm not mad at the Joker pick either. That would probably be second. Again,
Well,
this comes off as Wemby hate, but Joker will probably be second.
Michael Jackson
I
versus
think he's
Prince.
the best player in the league right now.
Yeah.
Joker.
Who's going to win the MVP this year? Can't give it to Joker every year.
Yeah, you can. I hate when people say that.
Why not? But they're not. That's
They're not going to give it to him?
The league's not going to do it.
The
writers aren't going to.
They're probably going to go, depending on where they finish in the West, it's probably going to be Tatum or Shai Gilgeous.
Jeez. I like Edwards. And let's see where the Timberwolves are in mid-May.
Mid-May.
Yeah. Where are they at? What seed are they? They're fighting for the
Maybe
one still.
one.
They have a
One or
chance
two.
to
They
get
keep
one.
going back and forth with OKC.
That's a fun race. That's the one. I need to start. I need to like pay attention to the NBA.
Well,
now.
hell, it is. It's actually March Madness now. So what are we supposed to be paying attention to?
I couldn't. I care less about that tournament than I ever have.
Really?
I care more about the playoff stretch drive in the NBA. Now, okay, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, yes,
After
I'm
Sweet
going
16.
to pay attention.
When do you get interested? Sweet
the
16
tournament? Normally it's right now. When I was for years, dude, I would spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, of course, you have to wait for these stupid ass play-in games. But back in the day, before I lost interest in a lot of college hoops, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I spent all 3 days studying all 64 teams so I could make a quality expert bracket pick Thursday morning. And I'm going to do that.
I flip a coin.
I'm
not
stuck
going
at the
to lie.
liquor store tonight, so I'll look at these teams tonight.
I'd
Flip a coin.
1,000% just.
Yeah.
I like the mascot, C number.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
No, I'm not going to like. No, when I had time on my hands as a younger
yeah.
man, I would read the rosters, go through everybody their schedule.
What do they do well?
Who's hurt? Who's been sore? Who's played well?
How many games they won the last 10?
Sure, I was Andy Katz.
How many brackets you fill out?
My brother's got one. My buddy Mike Benson up in Fort Worth, one of my
What's
Fort
up with
Worth best
Benson?
buddies.
How's Benson doing?
He's doing good. He's still teaching. He's been teaching at the same
still
school
kidless?
for a handful of years, still kidless.
Good for him.
And happy as fuck, got money in the bank. You know why? Because he's kidless.
Yo, shout out to the people. Shout out to the people that skipped that chapter. Shout out to the LGs and the Mike Bensons of the world. Like, I don't know where we got it in the book. It's like, well, I got to get married and have kids. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Mike's happily unmarried to his girlfriend. They've been together for a long time. They love
He'll
each
end
other.
up marrying her.
Oh,
Maybe.
so he's got no kids and double income.
Correct. Right.
Ellie don't bring no money in
Yeah,
this building.
summer's
LG.
off. He's a
you
teacher.
better get her OnlyFans, LG.
Yeah. Mike wanted to go into radio and spent a good 10 years trying to make it in this business and finally came to his senses and got out of it. Good for Mike Benson, the American Idol, the 3-time champion of the Celebrity Death Watch Challenge.
Who, Benson?
Yeah.
Because he got all the time on his hands. He's a teacher just sitting there not teaching and watching people that are getting sick.
With his 4-hour workday. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I get people get pissed, these teachers. I love y'all hard. All right, we gotta pay some bills. It is time for the
what we doing?
Orlando Kell people I want to punch of the day. Who do we want to punch today and why? Y'all want to go first? Mine might take a minute.
I want to punch LG.
Okay.
Tell you why.
Good. Reverse the punch.
I know he's a bachelor. I get it, and I champion that. I'm shout out to him, but he didn't even have the damn towel in there for me after I washed my hands yesterday.
There's a linen closet right in front of the bathroom.
Oh my! Oh, I got to get my own towel.
I just did the laundry. That's why there's no towel in there.
He doesn't want to go going through your stuff.
Yeah, I'm
though.
not gonna go through your stuff. I was like, damn. So I just kind of did the.
Yeah, there's paper towels in the kitchen.
Well, that one
I don't want
hand
to touch
towel.
your doorknob
Now,
with my
hang on.
wet. Well, they're clean, but I don't want to touch your doorknob with my wet hands.
this is funny that this has come up because
Oh, like, damn, LG didn't even put the towel out, but he's a bachelor. I get it.
normally there's a hand towel in there, but I don't use it
That-
because I don't know how the hell long it's
Wait,
been
time
in
out.
there.
So what do you dry your hands
My
with?
shirt. Because I don't know how long that hand towel has been there. Obviously,
look,
he's now
Only
washed
people
it.
who use that hand towel are you two.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool.
Look,
So that's not been there for 2
LG's
years.
a bachelor, but he's not dirty, so I don't worry about the towel. So I
I
use
switch it out maybe
See?
weekly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
See, the thing is, LG, if he
Maybe
ain't got,
2 weeks,
if he ain't got
bi-weekly.
no female coming over, he ain't worried about that towel.
I also have a weird thing about sharing towels with other humans, other than Nina.
It's just my hands, bro.
I can't.
I'm not wiping my face or my ass or my balls with it. I'm literally drying my hands, and LG didn't have no towel in there. But now I know the linen closet's in there. I'll make myself at home.
I'll put
Okay.
some towels in there. I'll
Just
put some
make yourself
extras in there that are folded up. So
Damn,
Mike
Mike.
can grab a clean one.
I know. You can't. What? You
I
don't
just wanna
trust
make
my
sure-
hands because it's only me and you.
It's not.
LG has
It's
his own
not a
restroom.
you thing. It's everybody. I don't like any humans. I'm weird about sharing that kind of thing.
Mike,
and
you're-
I've been traumatized by this very subject.
Okay,
before.
what happened?
In 2011, I was driving to Dallas to go to a Cowboys game, and I had to take a piss really badly, and so I stopped in a town called Ennis, Texas.
Oh, never
35E
been there.
heading
it
into-
sounds
it's
like
in
a place
between-
where black people shouldn't stop, so I've
Well,
never stopped.
I mean,
Go ahead.
there's
What
some
happened?
from there.
Yeah, what happened?
But they know their place. Dude, I stopped at a truck stop and I walked into the bathroom, and there was a brown hand towel hanging on a rack. I thought that's gross to put a hand towel in a public bathroom. So I did
That's weird.
and
That's
I
weird.
did
That's different.
So I go to the stall and pee. 'Cause I don't like this.
You
I
don't like the urinal.
I don't like urinals either.
I understand.
I don't have to use one I don't. So I pee and I go to wash my hands, and I realize that's not a brown hand towel.
What was it?
That's a white hand towel that had turned brown because God knows how long it had been there.
People were doing use that?
People were coming in and using
That's
a
weird.
hand
Now
towel
that I'm
in a
not doing.
public truck stop.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Now that I would never do.
Trashy ass shit.
It's me, you, LG, and Ellie.
I know, man. And we probably spit more
And
germs
whatever
on each other
company he
because
has.
we
We
probably
spit on
how
each
much
other the whole show.
Germs do I spit on you every day? A lot.
Yeah, I
I'm
get you
sorry.
sometimes,
It's
too.
a weird thing. It's a phobia. It's a me thing.
It's literally me and you.
I
LG
know,
has his
dude.
own
I
restroom.
know. I don't
Hey,
even
I
like.
used to be bad. I used to never put hand towels in there. And then I had a lady friend. Shout out to
See, I knew it.
shout out to super producer Lauren Varner out in LA right now. But she bitched at me. She's like, "You never have hand towels in your bathroom."
Yeah, you got
I
a
was
lady
like-
coming over. You got to make sure you
damn.
got shit for them to use.
See, I knew it.
Women don't want to use their shirt. We will.
I was like, I'm punching him tomorrow for that.
It's well
normally every-
deserved. I forgot after I did the laundry, I folded up all the towels. I forgot to put one in there. So
It's been
I'll
3
take
months.
the
I've been
punch.
spoiled. I've been coming here since January, and he's
Yeah.
always had one there.
All right. You punched anybody?
Yeah, I want to punch United Airlines.
Oh, so
How many
so
incidents
not
do we
Boeing.
have now?
Not Boeing, or is it Boeing in
It's both of them, actually.
Okay, what happened?
I already punched Boeing, though. Jason Garcia brought it up in here. He says, punch DJLG is hate for Boeing, but not punching United Airlines. So punch me for not bringing that up. But I didn't have time to address it yet, but punch myself because I should put some of the blame on United Airlines because they're failing in their maintenance of older Boeing planes, which is giving unfair hate to Boeing because they're not responsible for the maintenance after they sell the damn plane.
Yeah, but you know what? That's Peter Cry Wolf shit. Boeing, y'all should. I don't want to hear from Boeing.
The whole industry's under a microscope right now, and
As it should
United
be.
has had like 7 out of the 11 problems have been United planes.
Yep.
And they've been maintenance issues, not manufacturing issues.
Oh, well, then I'm glad y'all are letting me know this. I will not be booking United for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
I got so many fucking points with United. It's ridiculous.
Well, hopefully before you start traveling, they have this fixed, LG.
Yeah, United in bullshit. That's what they are right now. So I'm with
They
him,
used to be good. They've gone to
know.
shit.
They've gone to shit.
They've gone to shit.
All right, I'm going to punch something called Jaden Charles. We'll also call this portion of the show.
Is your hand itching?
It was itching.
Let me give you 3 slaps. That's a Mexican thing.
That's probably from using my hand towel.
Hey, yay! Yeah, I've got.
That means money's coming.
That's what I always used to hear.
My wife always slaps my
Hit your
hand
palms.
3 times.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Hit
whatever.
your palms. Fingers crossed. We'll discuss more later. And I think we both know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
shit.
But this is also going to be a female Texas teacher Deadline report here on In the Building. We got another one, boys. Welcome, Agua Dulce, Texas.
I don't know where that's at.
Agua Dulce is in between Corpus Christi. No, it's in between Robstown. It's right there headed to Robstown.
Okay, I know where you're at.
Does that mean
Into
Corpus? Sweetwater?
Yeah, Agua Dulce, Sweetwater, Texas.
Damn, y'all
There's
were
a
good at
Sweetwater
geography.
and an Agua Dulce. There's a Sweetwater in West Texas, and there's an Agua Dulce outside of Corpus Christi in the Robstown area near Alice. And welcome Agua Dulce High School, who checks into the 2024 in the building Texas Female Teacher Diddlin League of 2K24 science teacher. And she was also Agua Dulce's UIL competition coordinator. So she coordinated all of their events.
Okay.
Coordinated random hookups with young students in her school.
Coordinated?
I mean, she was not just one either.
Epstein Island?
4 boys have come forth.
Okay.
And the sheriff's department in that part of Texas, they got plans to talk to 7 more boys all in that school.
So what was she doing?
Fucking them.
Oh, she had,
Yeah.
7?
12 maybe. At least 4, maybe 12 victims.
Is there a picture of this lady?
Well, you
What's
can
her
Google
name?
Jaden Charles. She's 25 years old, has been charged with multiple charges.
There is a picture. Not great.
Not great. But
Not
when
great.
you're 16 and horny and the lights are out, and so this is how she got busted. So she was being investigated for giving the students vapes. She was buying vapes for the students.
So that's also getting them high, right?
Getting them high and getting them off is what she was doing. Allegedly. She's been charged in 2 different cities too, Agua Dulce and Alice. And Agua Dulce is in between Alice and Robstown.
She looks like what you would think of just a random, mid-20s Mexican girl would look like from a town called Agua Dulce.
Wow, that was extremely stereotypical.
I know it is.
And highly accurate. Sexual assault and the always weird grooming.
Grooming?
Yeah, flirting.
So when does
if you
so
flirt
what's
and
okay, so grooming is grooming only if you're underage?
yes, it's called flirting over
But
the
if
age of 18.
okay, but if you're
Courting.
if I'm 46,
Right.
and she's 22, she's legal.
Y'all are
Can
courting.
Can I still groom her though?
No, you're courting her.
But if that's your
If you-
kid, you think I'm grooming
if
her.
you
If that's
plan-
your daughter, you're like, you 46-year-old bastard, you grooming my daughter, right?
I don't want to speak for the attorney general, but if you're planning to sexually assault her, that's grooming.
Oh, okay. Well, then, okay.
And because these
I'm glad
kids
you
are
gave me the
under
specific-
18, even though ain't nobody getting
then
assaulted.
that's not grooming.
Oh man, I'm getting assaulted. Oh God, I'm getting assaulted.
No.
Oh, assault, yeah.
No,
yeah.
she's a pedophile. She's a pedophile. She's not grooming. She's a pedo. She's a pedo.
They use the word grooming if you're
when it's a dude,
so
they
weird.
want to chop your dick off.
I know,
So what's the difference with a female?
because it's more fun. It's
Okay.
not. There is a huge difference between a female teacher who's 25 years old and the 17-year-old linebacker than some 28-year-old dude and some 16-year-old girl because of the emotional differences in boys and girls.
What's the emotional
there ain't
difference?
no young man who's been assaulted by a teacher who is going to have, how have you dealt with having sex with a science teacher? Oh, it's been fantastic, and all my buddies think I'm the shit now.
Well,
What did your friends do when you told them? They high-fived me and they carried me around the football field like I was a king.
Well, the problem
different.
the problem is with these women, like these women have to know. Like after we're at case number 2 million, right? So at what point do these women realize they're going to tell their homies?
Yeah, you want to brag about it.
Who's
And
not
there's
going to tell your
12 of them?
homies?
She was begging to get caught.
Dude,
she knew
in
she was gonna
12
get caught.
years of school, I
Yeah.
only had literally one teacher that I liked.
It was different then. It was different then.
One. The rest of them, I didn't want them near me. They had cigarettes and coffee breath.
It was different then. Teachers were older. You didn't have 22-year-old honeys straight out of college teaching no English class.
But even the ones that were young, they weren't trying to fuck us.
I didn't have any young ones.
Never?
And they all seemed old to me anyway. At 16, even 30 seemed old. It was weird. 30 was old. But I didn't have any super young teachers. I'm going through a pictorial Rolodex right now of high school teachers. I had a crush on Mrs. Gandy, and she had silver streaks in her hair. She was in her 40s.
I
English
liked
teacher.
Miss Oliveris. She had a Fiero.
I had a crush in junior high on Mrs. Knight, my history teacher.
Yeah, 6th grade. That's the only one I remember.
And
I can't
was
even
in
remember any other teacher's names.
She was probably in her late 30s, but she seemed even super old to me then. It's just gotten crazy. It's out of hand. We have more schools. Teachers get paid less.
It's an epidemic.
And so they have to hire young women.
You only bring up Texas.
If I did the country, it'd be the only show we did every day. We could do a show just on this topic if we covered the whole fucking country. Goes on every day. Every single day this happens. And that's the ones we know about. These are the ones that we find out about. How many that we never find out about? Lots. Yes, a lot of times the kids eventually tell, but a lot of times they don't.
You know what the thing is? There's just as many young men teachers doing it, but here's the difference.
That's sick, and they should be castrated.
I'm not saying they shouldn't, Mike. So are you going to cut off this chick's tits?
No.
Are you going to?
She needs to go to jail, though.
Okay, let me tell you why.
She can't ever teach.
Let me tell you why the men don't get caught. Because young girls can keep their mouth shut. Young girls are more embarrassed about it. They may like.
That's not good.
No, I'm not saying. I don't think it is. I'm just saying, Mr. Taylor, she likes him. She's attracted to him. She's having a good time. But she ain't going to run around telling the whole school like a guy is.
The difference between
that's why men don't get caught, because a woman can actually keep her mouth shut.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, not a woman, a young lady.
I'm no psychiatrist, but the difference to me is a girl doesn't say anything because she's ashamed. And she doesn't want, she doesn't want to be humiliated by the public when they find out.
A dude is like,
a boy keeps it quiet so he can keep on hitting it. It's different. I ain't saying shit because I want this to continue. If she gets caught, my cheese gets cut off.
Yeah.
Or my pizza. You know what I mean? It's different.
I would have told my boys.
It's different.
I would have definitely
because you
told
want to brag about it.
Right.
A girl doesn't brag about it to her girlfriends. She confides in them because she's scared and screwed up. Girls and boys are made different. We have different chemicals and emotions. That's why we wipe our hands on our shirt when we don't have a hand towel. Women won't do that. Women are sane human beings that rationally think we're just a bunch of dumbasses.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
I have a commercial cleaning company. Women are much more filthy than men.
Well, I've heard that.
Way more. A women's restroom is always more disgusting.
As someone who used to clean up bars at the end of the night, the women's restroom is disgusting.
That's what I've heard.
Awful.
Women are nasty, especially the ones on the rag.
But they're not. See, that's
the worst part.
That's different.
Use the damn container provided. What the
that's
fuck?
a whole different topic there, though.
I had a cleaning company for 8 years.
I know.
I'm not saying all.
I understand.
That's why y'all be careful whose food you eat at the potluck.
I don't think like school teachers and kids having sex. It's not like ubiquitous to every school, but it's way more. It goes on far more now than ever before, which is why the state's actually cracking down on this. 30 years ago, she gets kicked out of school. She loses her job, and they just tell her don't come back.
Right.
Now, this chick here, if there's 12 victims. This bitch, she's going to TDC for decades. Was it worth it? Stupid. Fucking idiot. She's going to prison, man. She's going to be up there with Yolanda South. Yeah. If she's already got 4 kids admitted. That right there is enough to get her locked up for 25 years.
I got 4 kids to feed.
If we get 12 victims, that's 12 different cases. All probably with 2 to 10 years. If she gets 4 convictions out of the 12, she's looking at 30 years.
We need
maybe
somebody.
Crazy.
I need a Netflix documentary on the mind of these 2 million women that have been caught.
Crazy.
Of course, a mid-20s Mexican girl from Agua Dulce has 4 kids to feed.
Maybe she might have been feeding 12 of them. We're still investigating. The investigation continues.
Yeah, no, I need somebody to do the documentary because this is a sickness.
It's a big thing. And
I know these kids. I mean, I guess just like the women developed more, the chicken nuggets and the milk. I guess these boys are developed more in these women's eyes. I don't know.
It's different for women. You know, I don't. Women choose sexual partners for different reasons than we do. Again, these are generalities. Women are just as horny as anybody, as we are.
Yeah.
But the way they act upon it and who they choose to give their body to. It's different for women because they're the ones giving their body. We're the ones taking. You know what I'm saying? They're giving, we're receiving, so to speak.
Right.
And then we give them when they allowed us. Yeah, it's
I know
different.
what you're saying.
It's different. It's emotionally
There's more
different.
emotional attachment when a woman does it.
Correct. It's different.
Most women.
There's
There's some whores.
Well, and there's also some women that don't give a shit. They own their sexuality, and I champion that. I champion that. But no question, the number of female teachers doing things with underage teenage boys has skyrocketed in the last 30 years. There's a lot of different reasons.
I want
for
the
that.
documentary, Netflix. Make it
Let's
happen.
work. Maybe Love You Hard can get that produced once we get some more money in the bank.
We need a psychiatrist.
All right, and that's why we needed more sponsors like Orlando Kell, the official family lawyer of this show. Thank you, Orlando. If you are in need, maybe this chick's married. A lot of times these teachers are married, got families. You imagine your old lady's sucking off the 16-year-old student in school, and you find out your wife's doing that. I imagine the embarrassment as a grown-ass married guy. If that's you, Orlando Kell wants to hear from you. He'll make it as less difficult as possible. A divorce is difficult, period. He can make it less difficult. He's also Thunderdome, and it's a tough thing when you go in there and tell somebody all your dark secrets of your failed marriage. But Orlando's, he's the man. He's a pro. And Thunderdomers have used him, and we got to reach out to some Thunderdomers that have used him, and we can even
get some testimonials.
Yeah. Even if and you can do it anonymously, absolutely.
Yeah.
Orlando's the man. Hit him up 210-775-4995, or you can email him directly at orlandokell.law@gmail.com. orlandokell.law@gmail.com. All right. Again, thanks to Texas Cheer Liquor, who brings us the next portion of this show, for letting us come out yesterday and do our pop-up. It's time for Mantertainment News on In the Building, which, by the way, do not adjust your sets. We are at a new time today. I like it. I'm glad I'm glad we're doing this. Traffic's a little more getting over here, but I think we'll be happy in the long run that we're now doing 9 o'clock starts when we do our live show. And that which means the members only show will start coming down at 10:15 Central Texas time, Monday through Friday. Unless we have a day off. All right. So the Kelsey brothers have both retired. Wait, does Travis announced yet? Travis is coming back, isn't he? It's just Jason who retired.
Yeah. Travis ain't retired.
Well, whenever
you don't
Travis
retire right now.
Yeah, why now? But whenever he does, he will have a massive choice of jobs to choose from.
Oh gosh, Tom got what, $375 for 10 years
Yep.
from Fox. Is he going to start that gig this year? By the way,
Yeah, he's starting this coming season.
Okay, go ahead.
Travis, I don't know what. I mean, he'll have no shortage of job offers. One he already has, and apparently he's interested in, is a game show host future. Not calling football games, but like doing game shows.
What, like Aaron Rodgers was thinking about doing Jeopardy?
Yeah.
And
So-
Steve Harvey does Family Feud?
Yep.
Oh, got you. There's good money in that.
According to the
Yeah.
showrunners of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Nice.
Remember that old show?
Yeah, of course.
Who hosted that one?
I don't know.
It was Jeff Foxworthy,
Shit.
the old redneck comic,
I'll take your word
stand-up
for it.
comic. Back in the 90s.
Oh,
or
that dude.
Early
Yes, it was him.
2000. You might be a redneck
That's
if
him. Yeah,
you don't use hand towels in your bathroom. Yeah, that shit. You might be a redneck if you're giving blowjobs to 16-year-old football players in the locker room. Yeah, they're going to reboot that show, and the showrunners want Travis Kelce to host it. According to Variety magazine, it is far from a foregone conclusion, however, as there's at least some concern that Travis wouldn't be able to do the gig properly if he kept on playing for the Chiefs. So they want to reboot this coming year, but they want to know if Travis is going to retire or not.
They always want you to hurry up.
Yeah, in that case, I'm Travis. I'm like, no.
No.
When I'm done playing, I'm done playing. I'll have 50 job offers lined up.
So if you're his agent and your job is to make him as much money as possible, and this Taylor Swift thing is at the height of their relationship,
Yeah.
are you saying, hey, let's get out now and go make these millions while you're running around the country with Taylor? Or are you saying, let's keep playing football and making $11 million when we could probably be making 30 to 40 because you're with Taylor? Like, again, I'm not thinking about football. Fuck football if I'm your agent. I'm your agent. I want to set you up for generational wealth. You telling him, hey, man, let's get out and go get this money that's waiting for us because you're dating Taylor. There's $50 million a year waiting for us.
Yeah.
Can't he just knock out a shit ton of episodes in the offseason?
I thought
I
that
think-
too.
you know what, he
Why can't we
can.
do it in the springtime?
That's a great idea.
He can still
LG.
train, go to
See,
mini
now
camp,
LG's thinking like
OTAs and
agent.
all that.
I don't know.
It's also also the agent's job to make sure your client is happy.
Aaron Donald got out early. Aaron Donald, I want to say 32.
Yeah,
33.
something like that. All right, yesterday you boys brought up.
Uh-oh.
We've mentioned Eminem yesterday for some reason.
I don't remember why.
It was prescient because
We were talking about battle rapping.
We were talking about battle rap.
You brought up 8 Mile for some reason.
yeah. So we were talking about Eminem, and I'll be damned if last night we don't get major Eminem news. So Jimmy Kimmel had 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, and Snoop on last night. Funny because
because
we had a big
Dre's
Snoop
getting
show yesterday, too.
Yeah, Dre's getting his star.
he got the Walk of Fame.
Right.
And Dre let it slip that Eminem's releasing a new record at the end of the year. So everybody's all hyped for that now. LG and I were saying yesterday, while I always thought Eminem was a great lyricist, I was never a massive fan of his style and his sound.
Same.
That being said, he's our age. I will give this a listen. I want to
Me
know
too.
what
Me
does
too.
48-year-old Eminem sound like?
Who's he mad at now? He only releases albums when he's mad at somebody.
Who knows? dude?
Benzino,
Yeah.
probably. He's still
He's
mad.
sniping somebody or a few people. I'm
Probably
sure.
still MGK.
Yeah. You see that dude's tattoo, by the way?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that shit look like it hurt.
Yeah.
I'm
MGK.
interested in Eminem, though.
I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, I'll give it a spin.
I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna be riding to it, but I'll give it a listen on the treadmill or something.
What do you mean you're not going to be riding to it? Like listening to it all the time?
I don't ride around to Eminem, but I always
Okay.
listen out of
Okay.
respect.
That's a good topic. Ride around tunes.
Ride around is
I'm writing
different
that
than
down.
ride around is different than me just sitting on my patio. Like, let me give this album a review.
Ride around.
I'm old school though. I'm old school. I don't know if LG's this way, but I'll give an album. I listen to an album for a couple of weeks before I give a review. These people
Same.
in the new social media era, people listen to it as soon as it comes out, and then 2 hours later they're saying it sucks or it's great. I'm like, how can you know that?
They're dumb.
How can you know
They're
that?
idiots.
Yeah.
It's stupid. So, I'm interested in the Eminem, and I'll judge it on its own. I won't even
Same.
consider the old shit.
Me either.
Because I didn't love him.
Out of respect for Eminem, I mean, he's done some crazy things. I'm gonna listen to it as well.
Absolutely. And Rudy said he had an interest in discussing Dalton Gomez's buyout.
Yeah, let me
How
get a
about
round
that?
of applause. Let me get a round of applause for the good guys. You know, so many times when these divorces go down, women get these big lump sums.
I need to explain who this is, I guess. So the noted pop star Ariana Grande was
Right.
married to something called Dalton Gomez, who I think is a real estate mogul in southern L.A.
Yeah.
So he's a rich dude.
But not
Young
Ariana
dude.
Grande rich, clearly.
No, they have divorced, and because they bought a house together, she agreed to just go ahead and split the cost of the home with him. She gave him a one-time payout of $1.5 million.
Hey, one time for the men. One time for the men. My wife was the one telling me this a couple of days ago. I was like, good for him. And she just kind of changed the subject.
That's similar to the payout I got.
You see what I'm saying?
Not the money, but
Oh,
the
right.
situation.
Yeah, LG got buyout money.
Shout out to the good guys.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I don't give
Sure.
a damn what happened. I don't know what he did. I don't know what she did.
She's had a lot of bust-ups.
At some
She
point, it's
seems
her,
like
right?
It might be her.
At some
Yeah.
point, it's her.
Maybe she won't eat fish. You can't trust a woman that won't eat fish. Just throwing it out.
Why is that?
It's possible. You just,
Really?
just can't. Take it from me.
Well, my wife eats fish, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. You'd have known by now if you couldn't trust her. Y'all been together forever. It's an Ariana problem. I'm rolling with
She's
that.
been with
and she also picks dumbasses.
Well, I shouldn't
like
say
Pete Davidson.
Because when it's Derek Jeter, we throw a party. When it's the chick, we say, "Oh, she's crazy." Like Halle Berry's been through quite a few dudes. At some point,
Jeter
it's
never
her.
got married till he retired. He even said that. Jeter, that was his life.
Well,
that was his
intentional.
edict.
It was intentional.
I will not get married till I'm done playing.
Because he knew.
Never home.
Well, one, never home, and number two, he knew he wasn't going to be faithful.
Right. And they knew
Respect.
that going in. Ariana Grande gets into legit relationships.
And can't keep
And
them.
can't do it. Yeah. She's over for all of it.
She's the problem. Sorry.
Well, or maybe she's doing a bit like Taylor Swift because it turns into great music. Leads to great radio.
We all
great
love
tunes.
Halle Berry, but at some point, I was like, okay, maybe Halle's a little crazy.
Yeah, I know. All right. Brought to you by Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of In the Building. Sorry for the pregnant pause. I wanted to make it dramatic.
I was
I was making it dramatic.
pregnant. Fat.
7 locales, even one in Boerne. Despite what Rudy said earlier about people from Boerne. Texas Cheer Liquor's got one near you. We love them all. We love them hard. Thank you, Texas Cheer Liquor, for letting us come out last night and I know pretty much everybody that showed up. See, that's what I love about Thunderdome. You don't have to tell them things. These unwritten rules. Everybody that showed up went inside the liquor store last night and got something. Appreciate that.
You had one guy get a couple cigars. He made me go and pick out a couple cigars.
That's mature grown folk shit.
Right.
Yeah, I shouldn't. If you come to one like next week, if let's say I have it at if we have a pop up at a paint and body shop, okay.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Right, but if I'm outside,
asking you like, hey, get your car.
I'm
buffed.
literally out front of one of our clients, a liquor store. You might as well go in there and get you some beer, some booze. So I appreciate.
Shout out
to
Thunderdome.
Quick announcement before we move on. Can I give a selfish, shameless plug?
Why not?
Thursday night is the return. It's the premiere of season 2 of Pickles for Dinner with me and Nina
Really?
Duran. Yeah. Thursday night at 7 on Pub Culture TV on YouTube. And it also drops on Spotify the next day. Pickles for Dinner returns Thursday night as Nina enjoys revealing all of my dark secrets, dude.
Like that you fart in your sleep and shit?
Yeah, or in this case, that my testicles are a big player this Thursday for our season premiere. My testicles are a big topic. It wasn't me.
Are they too big? They sag too far?
7 o'clock Thursday.
Damn.
She discusses my testicles in public.
Bro, you're at the age where they're ugly? Fuck.
Again, package. 7 p.m. is the start time. That's
sorry,
not what
bro.
I said.
I'm sorry, man.
You're making up stuff.
Mine are still cute. Like
there are no cute balls.
Yours have hit that point
there
where
are no cute testicles, dude.
Man, mine are.
What are you talking about? Testicles are gross.
Dude, these are chocolate gods.
Gross. Look, two big pieces of Godiva down there.
Yes. Melts in your mouth. Godiva melts in your mouth.
Gross. All right, so there's that. God almighty. All right, R&R Auto Glass brings us the next segment. All right, so yesterday we did the story of the big Colombian drug lord that got busted up in New Braunfels. Were you not here for this?
No.
Wait a minute. What is today, Wednesday? Maybe this was Monday. You didn't hear about this?
Wait, there's a Colombian drug lord in New Braunfels?
Not anymore. He got busted.
You see, that's why they don't want anyone other than them. New Braunfels is right there with Boerne.
Right. Well, so
White people.
So Monday, he bagging on New Braunfels. Although I guess he should have picked a better town. He'd have blended in better in Agua Dulce.
So wait, talk to me. What the hell is going on in New Braunfels?
Over the week. Okay, I guess we did this Monday.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
We had a drug lord that was on the run. He was still running the cartel in Colombia down in Bogota.
This is awesome.
Running it from an apartment in fucking New Braunfels,
That
Texas.
is
And he got
awesome.
popped over the weekend.
It means you got rats in the organization. You need to fucking weed them out and kill them.
The problem is, and we talked about this when you weren't here, we don't have the powerhouse cartels anymore like we used to in Mexico.
No.
Because the feds on this side of the border have gone down there and cracked down. And so it's really watered down. Instead of having we don't have like Duke, North Carolina and UCLA anymore down there. Now it's a whole bunch of Seton Halls and Providences and Western Kentuckys all over Mexico. And so I'm wondering if that's created, now that the feds have cracked down on Mexico the way they have, maybe Colombia is ready to make a comeback. Because this dude was a big-time player in Colombia, shipping coke and God knows what.
Damn rats.
And maybe going back to the days of the 80s when Colombia was the scene, when you had the Medellin, the Cali, the Bogota, and the Cartagenas.
You don't know nothing about the Cali cartel.
Well, no, I damn sure do, because they were the arch rivals of my hero, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, they were.
In Medellin.
But they were much more buttoned up. They
Cali
didn't
was professional.
They didn't like how Pablo operated. But
yeah,
this is what I was saying.
I'm just kidding. Pablo's not my hero.
Yeah,
just doing a bit, just having fun. What are you gonna say?
No, I'm not saying nothing.
No. So here we go. We have more information today in the paper on this Colombian drug lord. Which, by the way, I have sources that were there.
What?
Yeah, I have sources that say, because he's been painted like this.
Karen
big,
and Ken, what were they doing?
This big notorious bad motherfucker. I have it on good authority that when they arrested him, he cried like a bitch. He broke down and started sobbing and acted like a big old pizza. He wasn't hard ass at all. Pablo went out shooting. This fool went out.
Chapo redid his face and made his people shoot it out when his son got caught.
Yeah, he wasn't going to prison.
He wasn't Chapo.
No. All right, so this is in the Express News today. A Colombian drug lord got arrested in New Braunfels last week after a months-long journey to enter the U.S. unlawfully. We have information on him. His name is Aderbis Segundo Perela. He entered in El Paso the same day. He tried to get in Eagle Pass and couldn't get in. They drove to the El Paso border and got in through Juarez, apparently.
Nice.
So who is this guy? So he was the second in command of the Satanas.
I don't know them.
That's the Satans.
Oh, shit.
It's a newer cartel.
He ain't
Again,
no Satan. This bitch was crying.
he was crying, bitch ass. Accused of ordering the deaths of several people back in Bogota, among other crimes, including extortion and drug trafficking. He's one of the area's most wanted people in all of that part of Colombia. Why was he in the U.S.? Perela came to the U.S. unlawfully in January, according to ICE. While in Mexico, he started seeking political asylum from the United States. And he got told no. Who are the Satans? The gang in Colombia has been operating since 2013 and operates mostly out of prison to carry out crimes such as extortion, drug distribution, and homicide.
I get it. So this dude was trying to avoid going to jail in Colombia because he's going to get his throat slit as soon as he gets in there.
He is a dead man.
And I used to watch First 48 a lot. If the dude starts crying,
he knows he's dying soon.
He's about to tell on everybody.
Oh.
He's about to tell on everybody.
Oh, shit.
Now, you and LG, if we tell on somebody, we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
We're not criminals.
Right.
But when criminals rat, I have no time for a rat that is a criminal. No time for it.
Well,
like,
broke
hey,
down
you're
like
a
a
fucking
bitch.
criminal, dog. You sign the line, you do the crime, you do the time. You don't tell on everybody. But us, we're allowed to be snitches. We're not even snitches. We're being law-abiding citizens. It's different. It's a huge difference in a rat and a law-abiding citizen.
Perela remains in ICE custody in San Antonio. They brought him. He's here in town, and they're figuring out what to do. His ass needs to get in. Needs to go into protection or something.
Yeah, when you know it's bad, if you'd rather go to jail in America. Because most of the time, because remember,
Maybe
Pablo,
that's why he came over here. to get
Pablo
busted
spent
here.
most of his time fighting extradition. He didn't want to go to jail in America because it's much worse. In Colombia, he could be Pablo.
Right.
So if you're trying to go to jail in America, that means in Colombia you're a dead man.
Yeah. Ooh.
So if I was America, I'd send his ass back over there.
And that's what they want.
Send
Colombia,
his ass back
they
over
want
there.
him
Let him
extradited.
deal with him over there.
Ooh, shit. Trying to run the gang from here. What are you doing?
You have to.
But you can't. It's not. You're gonna get caught. And he did. That makes about as much sense
How did
as
he end up in New Braunfels? That's random as shit.
It makes about as much sense as a trapdoor on a kayak. What are you doing, man? At least Houston, you can blend in.
I don't get New Braunfels?
We got a new neighbor. What's his name? Idibers Perello. You know, all your neighbors are Googling the fuck out of your name as soon as they find out what it is in New Braunfels.
Mike, soon as the feds started knocking on doors, have y'all seen this man? They all said yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we've seen him.
Golly.
I thought he looked suspicious.
Yeah. Also, when he got him in the squad car, he was like kicking the window a little bit while crying, having a fit. Good thing he didn't bust that window on that cop
Who
car.
cries? Who's the drug lord that cries when you
He
get
did,
caught?
like a bitch.
That's
Had he busted
whack.
that windshield out, them cops would have had to get it fixed.
Yeah, he's a female dog.
But they could have at least taken it to R&R Auto Glass and gotten a Thunderdome hookup. So we've got Thunderdomers that were there on scene. How about that? It's pretty badass. R&R Auto Glass is where you should go if a Colombian drug lord kicks out a window in your car. They will fix it today, not tomorrow, not the next day. No carpooling, no Ubering. They'll get it fixed today. They have a massive warehouse, huge inventory. Cars, trucks, vans, ice cream trucks. You can go get it fixed at R&R Auto Glass right there by the airport at 281 and Tacoma at 210-340-2588 or rnautoglass.com. Okay. I was worried about turnout today on our chat with us starting early.
I haven't looked at the number.
It's good. It may be a little, I was thinking, we'll probably be a little low today and tomorrow because people need to catch on. Oh, shit, that thing airs at 9 a.m. now.
Yeah, I've seen a few people say I forgot.
No, it's okay. They'll remember. And again, most of them watch it when it's over anyway.
Right.
So we're all good.
Yeah, well, looks like we're okay.
Ruben's in here. How about a woman's car floor carpets? They're always nasty, especially if they ain't got no man.
I don't know who Ruben's dating.
Women don't clean their cars. Women don't like to mess with cars. They go have them clean.
Only thing that my wife does is the water bottles. Her car is clean. She just has like 39 water bottles. Other than that, it's pretty clean.
That's the you believe. See, this is an old school thing with me. And I like if you have 2 cars in a household, the man keeps them maintenance.
He's supposed to.
Even his wife's. That's a man.
He's supposed to,
right? Allow me to stereotype the sexes. I feel obligated to make sure, like right now. Like if Nina's car had a problem, I would step in and help her, at least help her, if not just take over for her and get it fixed. It's small shit, you know.
Oh, I'm not fixing no car. I'll pay for it.
I'm talking about changing a flat tire.
I'm not changing no tire.
Oil
That's what
changes.
I got AAA for. I'm
Small
not doing
stuff,
that.
Small shit.
I'm not doing that.
Topping off oil.
I'm not doing that.
Changing a tire.
I'm not doing that. I pay AAA every month.
Okay. Well,
for that.
You highbrow. I'm just saying.
I'm not highbrow. It's just like.
But like if
it's
it's
2024, I'm not changing
Let's
no
say
tire.
she has an empty tank. She's got like 5 miles. And she
I'm-
asks you to go put gas
I'm her.
in it.
No, she doesn't. My wife doesn't put gas in her car ever.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. You do it.
Yeah.
That's a man thing. I have
Yeah.
no problem. Yeah, I don't have any problem doing that.
Yeah, every time I get in her car, I have to take it to get gas.
If I can, yeah. I'm not always around Nina, so she needed gas this morning, but I had to go to work, so she went and got her own. But generally, if we're home, I do it. Also, when y'all drive together, do you drive every time?
Not every time.
Really?
Not every time.
Not
every time.
99 times out of 100
We
I drive.
fight.
Even her car, I still
race.
drive.
We race to the passenger side. It's a thing.
Hustler 210, they can wash their own shit. Okay.
Jesus.
That's why I'd like to see how successful. That's an Ariana Grande track record right there.
Dude, he has Hustler and X's in his name. We know what he's about.
Jason says Taylor's transitions are on point. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What up, Lee?
It's called a segue.
Yeah.
Well,
Leave it to LG to correct him.
Jesus. Yo, if
We're
you're a
back in-
drug lord, don't cry when they catch your ass.
Act hard. You know you're
Yeah.
on TV.
No
Golly,
crying in baseball.
bitch.
What we
Tex
gonna
Mex
talk
Frank.
about?
Bob Saget missed the time change. That's all right. Hey, speaking of time change, 10:15, members only.
What's the tease? What are we talking about?
Orgies in Paris.
I'll be back then.
10:15, we're going to talk about having orgies in France. 15 minutes, members only. Get your asses
French
in there.
fries
Love
and
you hard.
pizza.
Become a member, because if you ain't, you'll get to see it. Love you hard.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.